Okay, guys. So, um, I feel kind of bad because hang on a second. What happens if I? Oh, okay. So, I guess I have to. Let's see what happens if I do portrait. Okay. So, for those of you guys who are watching, hopefully this is actually looking appropriate. But I was at a garden tour today, and it was in Pennsylvania. And so, unfortunately, I just got home. So, but the great thing is that we are going to be able. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, so let's see. So it looks like we are going to be able to do the garden tour. See, outside. So let me actually go inside and get my dog because he's going to be very upset with me because I've been out all day. And hello to whoever's watching. I just started. I'm late. I got home a little bit later. I was following my GPS, and then unfortunately, hi, G Mama Grows. Um, I was supposed to be home earlier, but when I was driving, I turned wrong, and so that actually, sorry guys, that's my dog. Unfortunately, when I made a wrong turn, it added a lot of time to my travel, and so I got here after 7. And so now I'm trying to get my crazy dog's harness on because he's been here all day. Hang on for a second, guys. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Come on, we're gonna go outside. We're gonna go. Okay. All right, so we are now outside. So and we're gonna go in the garden. And so I'm gonna turn the camera around. Yeah, I know it's unfortunately. Let's see if I can put your. Oh, okay, good. I can put your thing on the screen. So it's one of those things when you're making, it's hard because the thing is, I guess I really need to get a thing for my phone that sticks to the window so I can see the map clearly because where I had it located, sometimes it's not always clear. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see the garden. So first things first, that's one of the gladiolus. And all the gladiolus are starting to bloom. And so I'm sure you guys can see all of that. I don't have any yellow gladiolus, unfortunately. And in this section, which is, I'm going to point right there, that's the green with pink accents. I actually had a green gladiolus called like New Spring or something. And for whatever reason, those are particularly winter tender and they died. That's the white ones. These are the purple ones over here. The purples in this section you can't even see because of whatever that tall plant in the front. I thought it was phlox, but now I'm thinking it might be an aster. And I don't have any, I'm just making sure you guys are seeing what I'm saying. I don't have any white gladiolas in that section. So, hi Martha. Um, oh, you have a coastal garden on the central of coast of California. Well, I guess it doesn't get, it probably is nice and warm where you are, but unfortunately, it's not like that for me. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna try to turn the camera so we can get more of a, let's see. Okay, there we go. Can you guys, am I still up? Am I still right side up, guys? I hope I'm right side up. Oh, Monterey Bay. Okay. Okay. So this right here is one of my Asiatic lilies. I really don't know which one this one is. I For some reason I feel like I planted it last year, but I don't think that it bloomed last year. I think it's one of the ones that I got from that Dutch company at the flower show. And this tall thing, like right here, this thing is some sort of. Hold on, hopefully you guys can see my hand. This is called Lady and Black Aster. They say it's purple, but I'll be quite honest, it kind of ends up looking more like a pink. Oh, I got new comments. Okay. And then whew, I don't know what that was. This right here, this is it's called Pretty Parasols. It's an echinacea. I got it from Ryland Garden a couple of years ago. I had two, but the second one did not survive. I don't know why. I don't know why. So we're gonna go down into we're in the red section now. You can see the red gladiolus. This right here is I'll get up close on it. That is a daylily. And for some strange reason, I thought that was called like tomato soup, but it's not. It's actually called outrageous. I have this. Oh, you know what I just realized is blooming? One of the snapdragons that I did. It's like the cherry twist variety. Hopefully, you guys can see it. So that's starting to bloom. This right here is a echinacea that I got. It's by Monrovia. I can't remember what the name of it is. And this right here is a Veronica pink to me. This whole massive thing right here, this is a chrysanthemum. It is called Show Off, if I remember correctly. And it's huge. And then back here, I'm hoping you guys can see this phlox. So that is, well, hang on. Can you guys see it? Yeah, that's a red phlox that I got planted. I think it was last year I planted that. This is that snapdragon hang on, guys. That snapdragon I was telling you guys about. Ooh. Oh no, I just knocked the thing right off my, hang on. Okay, sorry. I knocked one of the buds off my daylilies. But this is the snapdragon that I'm telling you about. I thought it was going to be more red than that. But, oh well. This right here is called the Marrow Star Dahlia. I planted this one in 2020, and it's doing well. This over here, first off, I thought these were like some amaranth or something like that, and it's not. It's some sort of weed. But this right here is some of the the yarrow that I started from seed when I winter sowed a couple of years ago. I'm trying to get you guys a good view of it. So it's called Starburst Red. Oh, hang on a second. My snapdragon performed well this year. Do you save seeds? I haven't been. I think one of the reasons I haven't been is because um, this year I don't have that many varieties of snapdragons, but typically I do have a lot of varieties, and I know they'll cross pollinate. And because I have a like a color wheel theme, and I want the colors to be separated, um, when you get hybrids, it's going to do whatever it wants to do. Okay. And so one of the red snapdragons is blooming right now. and it is right there. That's the one I posted a picture of on Instagram. So hopefully you guys, I'm hoping you guys can see this. StreamYard says you can use your phone to do this, but it doesn't let you turn the camera backward. So that's a problem. So yeah, so that's the snap, the red sunflower. This is the red gladiolus. I can't remember the name of it. Um, these right here, I grew in scabiosa. And for the life of me, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's, oh, you know what? I think this might be the berries mix scabiosa. Oh, well, thanks for joining me, though. I mean, it's not fun unless there's people here enjoying it. uh, okay, so let's see. Oh, you know what, guys? I have some lupine that are reblooming. I didn't realize that lupine would rebloom. So here we go. That's Gallery Red. And I have another one here, but let's see. This one leaf is kind of blocking everything. Oh, actually, I have a really nice one. Let's get nice on it so you can see what it is. The really interesting thing about lupine is that when it starts making the seed pods actually explode. And so when you touch them, they're literally like, you can hear them doing like a snap pop thing. And that's it's really interesting. It's very different. So this right here is one of my zinnias. I don't know that I planted this. I think this actually might have been a volunteer. And quite frankly, I don't even remember which one it is. Let's see. I have actually a bigger one, and the color is a little bit different on this one, but I really like it. And then, oh, you know, guys, Brad from Garden Evolution told me that I should grow castor bean. So, guys, check out these castor bean leaves. Look at that. And then, oops, sorry, guys. I didn't realize I hit the thing. Okay, sorry, guys. I'm showing you guys the castor bean leaves right here. And then down here, let me see if I can get the camera in. You've got those spiky balls. So that's the first time I've been doing that. I know, isn't it? That's really cool. I mean, that's a really bright. It's like, I mean, that's a really bright red spiky ball. I've never seen anything like that. So the echinaceas I have, it's called confection. So this is has done. Oops. Okay. This can you guys see? Okay, here we go. This right here is a gomphrena. It's a salmon gomphrena. I thought this was. Gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I guess it's buffering. But this right here, let me get up close on it. That's one of the strawberry fields gomphrena. I grew it last year. It gets really, really big. But that's pretty. And oh no. Yeah, I saw that I was breaking up. I think it's, you know what it is? When I started the live stream, I was just on regular 5G. And I think what's happening is that because I'm close to my house, it's connecting to my Wi-Fi. And then when I walk too far away, it's disconnecting. So it should be okay. I think I should be okay for the rest of the time. So like antique roses, alchemist. It's a climbing rose, and this year it's actually rebloomed, which is kind of surprising because I don't recall it reblooming last year. So let's see this one. Okay, do you guys see that really pretty peachy pink rose? That's Alchemist. Let's just go right past it. There we go. And guys, back here, let me show you guys. I've got some amaranth. So that's a burgundy one. And then back there, that one is supposed to be not coral fountains, but I think that's supposed to be autumn touch. I think it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, it is autumn touch. Because if you look at the back one, and I can't step in there, the one that's darker, there's like kind of like a greenish tint to some of the little kernels. So that's what autumn touch is supposed to look like. And then let's go down. This right here is the Coleus Inferno. This one is a little bit short. I think it's just because it's everything else is crowding it out. You know, that's unfortunate. And then right here, oh, hang on. This thing is. This is one of my 4 o'clocks. I know Catherine loves 4 o'clocks. I find them to be a bit thuggish in the garden. So right here we have some of my that's butterfly weed, milkweed. They call it butterfly weed, I think, to disguise the fact that it's milkweed and people are afraid it's going to spread. There's more of that coleus I was telling you about. It does get really tall, and it starts off very red, but then it kind of fades out to like an orange. No, that's not really a good down here. I hope you guys can see. On it. Okay. Oh, and one of my chrysanthemums is blooming. So let me show you that. Yeah, hang on. I'm trying to get the best angle for you guys. This one is called Indian Summer. And so I'm going to cut it back so that it'll rebloom. This dahlia is about to open. I think it's Cafe au Lait. I'll do another garden tour and show you guys that when it's open. This right here is one of the daylilies I got from the Oak Tree Acre Daylily Farm. I cannot remember the name. And today I was supposed to be looking that up, but I got so busy with the garden tour that I forgot to do it. Okay, we're going to keep moving down. I'm sure you guys can see right here, there's just a mass of stuff right here. This is chrysanthemum. I'm not sure how many chrysanthemums there are. I can tell you that this right here is, I believe, one of the brush and thistles. It's called Saga. I don't know if this is Saga Nishiki or something, but that's a brush and thistle. This one right here that I've got my hand on is, honestly, I don't even remember the name. I think it's Royal Glamour, but I don't know if it spreads all the way back there. I'm not really sure which mum that is, but all I can tell you is, let me just, so you guys can get a full sense of how big this is. It starts all the way from here. Can you guys even see my hand? You know, I don't even think my hand's in frame, but it's probably about 4 to 5 feet wide. Okay, so let me show you the other daylily. This is the one that I showed you that was still closed. This is what it looks like when it's open. And it's really nice. It reblooms. It has, actually, it's really loaded with buds this year. As a matter of fact, let me get down here so I can show you. So you've got this one right here. We've got this one right here. We've got this one right here. And we've already had a bunch that have opened. We've got this one right here. And then we've got, you know, all these buds over here. I do have like a yellowish orangish yarrow. It kind of starts as orange, like in the bottom bud, and then it fades to yellow. You know what? You know what G Mama grows? I was told by another gardener that with chrysanthemums, you need to give them like 4 inches of mulch in the winter because apparently they're very sensitive to frost heave. So a lot of mine made it back, but I definitely need to up that number. Oh, you know what, guys? I have a much better example of the autumn torch amaranth. So let me see if I can get back here. Hopefully my dog won't run off while I do this. Bump shoot. Hey, stop. Okay, here we go. See this? There we go. And see the thing with the autumn torch is that like when you get lower down, like it starts like green and then kind of goes to this glorious color right here. Oh hey, no problem. I mean, I want my I want my stuff to survive too. So, you know, that's the thing. Nobody knows everything there is to know about gardening. You got to like help people out. Um this right here is an amaranth that I think this one may have self-seeded. I didn't plant it because that's at the front of the bed, but it's getting huge. So what I was discovering about amaranth is that amaranth is a grain, and since it's a grain, it really needs a lot of nitrogen. So I have to work on getting the nitrogen. Now, this one right here, can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Yeah. Ooh. Um, I I did try growing some autumn touch last year. I think this one's self-seeded because it's at the front of the bed. Um, as you can see, look how big this is. It's like, it's ginormous. It's absolutely massive. And quite frankly, I'm not sure that it's reached its full height. I think it still might actually get taller. Now, one thing that is putting on a lot of hype that this year that I'm excited about is this baby right here. This is a celosia. It's called Barbosa Champagne. It's definitely a fancy variety. I have another one down here. Last year they were really, really, really tiny and didn't do anything. And this year they're putting on such lovely height, and I'm hoping it's going to get taller as the season goes on. And could you imagine having that in a flower arrangement? I think it's going to be beautiful. For whatever reason, the Gomphrena in this one section is doing really, really well. And this is going to fill in and become very, very bushy. Okay, so, up shoot. Let me grab my dog. Hey, come on, boo-boo. We're going to go over this way. Okay, so now we're going into the yellow section. First off, guys, look at all this 4 o'clock. Can you guys see that? I haven't been... Oh, what hasn't flowered yet, G Mama grows? Guys, this 4 o'clock, I was not as diligent as I should be in pulling all of that, so that's going to be a mess. But this year, I had a lot of sunflower that volunteered. And some of it volunteered at the front of the beds, like this one, and some volunteered in the back. And let me turn the camera all the way around because I don't know if you guys can see. Do you guys see that tall yellow stalk right there? That's verbascum. I think that's the one called banana custard. I did not plant that over there. It actually self-seeded. Let's go down a little bit lower. Okay, so first off, this is Coronation Gold Yarrow, which is massive. And this right here is Agasashi. It's called Kudos Yellow. And I really, really like that one. So the yarrow, as you can see, has kind of like fallen over because of all the rain. And so it's a little bit messy. So this right here is a echinacea. This one is called Mellow Yellow. This is one of the ones I grew from seed. Whew. Oh, and guys, this right here, this is my pyramid pink magnolia. Let me get a close up on this bloom. This is the second time that it's blooming. I did not know that this would do that. Oh, your coxcomb hasn't bloomed. Yeah, you know what? I actually started those really, really early this year because I don't recall it blooming this early last year, but I think I want to say that I started that back in February, so I guess that's why it's blooming so early. Let me see what else is blooming out here. Oh, I have this red dahlia. One second, let me turn the camera on. Right there. And then, oh, I have more of that snapdragon I was showing you guys. There we go. And then I have this great echinacea. I can't remember if this one is called lemon cream or something. And then I have this one chrysanthemum that is starting to open. And I don't know what this one is called, but it's very pretty. Let me show you the rose that's blooming. You guys see that? That's called Roald Dahl. It's a David Austin rose. And let's see. This whole thing that's kind of is right here. This is hollyhock. It's a Malva Moshato type hollyhock. So I'm actually going to cut that back because it's got rust like crazy. And not to mention, it's really pretty much finished blooming. And I don't want, and all of these seed pods are going to get ridiculous. You see pods? Yeah. And it's gonna take over. I don't want it to do that. This right here is a sunflower. This one is a volunteer. I didn't plant that one. Don't know what it is. Let's see. Let's go down here. This right here is another one of the yellow mellow echinacea. Let me let you see it on top. The thing I like about the yellow mellow echinacea. Oh, okay. Sorry guys, dropped my camera. The thing I like about the yellow mellow echinacea is that, um, oh, hang on, let me get back to the view I had. Sorry guys, I don't mean to make anybody sick. The thing I really like about it is that it has 3 different color blossoms on one plant. Back there, that is a caramel heuchera. This right here is a Mission Marigold that's getting ready to open. Let's see, there is some brown-eyed Susans right here. I have another amaranth right here. That's the one called Hot Biscuits. Hi, Yankee Systems, Ted. Yes, I am live. I don't do them often, but and thankfully today was not thundering and lightning because last week that's what we had. So I really couldn't do it. So I wanted to show you guys this new daylily I got, and unfortunately the rain has kind of damaged the blooms on them, but you can get a little bit of a sense of it. This one is called Eye on a String, and I just loved. I just loved. Oh, the ladies are saying hello to each other. I just love the shape of this daylily. I know, daylilies get a really bad rep, but I think, I get mine from a daylily breeder, and because of that, I get some very unusual ones. So I'm going to show you this dahlia. It's not looking great right now, but this one right here is called Seattle. Hold on a second. Let me get a better view over here. This one has never looked like the tag, but it's pretty. I've never lifted that one, so that's just surviving on its own. And let's see, I have another daylily, and I'm seeing some slugs on it. This one right here is called the Salome Peony Daylily. It's by Proven Winners. And guys, I have some gorgeous Sapogloss. Oh, Sapoglossus right here. That's called Q Blue. I grew that from seed. Ooh, 4.5 inches. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, there was a lot of flash flood warnings today. I'm just glad that I didn't run into any of them, because when I was going to my the garden tours, all the routes they were sending me, they're like, "Oh, this is a flash flood route," and I'm like, "Who wants to deal with that?" Um, so hang on for a second. Let me show you guys another. Hi, Catherine. How are you? Yes, you know what? It is very hard to find blue flowers. I agree with you there. So guys, let me show you another hollyhock. This is a pink Malva moschata. I grew this one from seed a couple years ago. Winter sowed it actually, and this right here is called Green Twister Coneflower. And this right here is a brandy punch hibiscus. It's getting nice and big. By the way, I'm curious. In my area, for whatever reason, a lot of people have been having issues with their echinacea getting that disease called Astor's yellow. Have you guys been having any Astor's yellow issue? I'm just really curious. Um, Let me show you this one rose. Hopefully, you guys can see it. I'm trying not to squash my plants. So I almost have to like climb in the bed here. It's a pink. It's a pink rose. That one is called Clotilde Super, if I remember correctly. That's also an antique rose. Oh, and guys, this right here, the section right here, let me show you, is the memorial garden for my dad's mom. And so the purple ones that you see blooming are balloon flower, which I always love. And then over here, I found a perennial verbena, which I think is pretty. And then I've got some lavender, because the colors here are purple and yellow. And then I have some phlox by Fountain. And I'm sure you guys, and I love this phlox. Everything's looking a little battered though because of the rain. Oh, and I forgot, you know what? I put a coneflower in here. I think it's Magnus. And I have a rose, but I need to deadhead it. It's not Charlotte. Is it Charlotte? And it's yellow, and it's already bloomed. So it's got black spots. It's looking kind of bad. Oh, let me see. Oh, I've never actually started asters from seed. I have plants, but I've never started them from seed. Come on, bumping any. Let's see what else is blooming. Oh, you know what? I have a echinacea. It's a milkshake variety. It's called Confections Milkshake. So come on, Bumping. Let's go show everybody the milkshake echinacea. It's not looking particularly good right now. It's kind of at the back, end of its bloom cycle. But I think I've posted pictures on Instagram. But it was very pretty when it was blooming. Oh, okay. So I got a couple things here. One is this really pretty echinacea for something. I want to say it's called something wicked. I can't remember the name on it. But then right here, I have this chrysanthemum that's starting to bloom. But once again, it's kind of been damaged by the rain. And then look at this, guys. That is one of the Lisianthus that I grew from seed, and it's getting ready to open. Then let me show you one of the. Oh, look at this. Hang on for a second. I think this one is called Carding Mill. It's a David Austin rose. That's opening again. Then I have this dahlia right here. This is one of the Dandy Collarette varieties that I grew from seed last year. And let's see. Here's another memorial garden. One is for my mom's father, and this one is, the colors are red. So this one is I think it's a sombrero echinacea. As you can see, I've got the strawberry fields gomphrena right here. I have a daylily. It's nice and red. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. Hang on. Let me see if I can angle this down. And then I did some red alto stock, which I have to say is actually looking more pink than red. So, oh, Catherine David Austin roses. Yeah, David Austin is, a lot of people love David Austin roses. I can certainly understand that because I like them too. Oh, the fountain? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can step out of the way. I'm so used to it. I keep forgetting that, like, everyone else isn't used to it either. So guys, I have this really gorgeous ball dahlia. And I got it from Hudson Valley last year at the flower show. Isn't that pretty? And it's got all kinds of buds all over that. But the ball dahlias make really good cut flowers, and I can't remember for the life of me what the name of that one is too. I feel like I could have done the live by just, like, putting it on the fountain and just walking around. It's good to see the perennials in the fountain. Yes, I love perennials. I love perennials. It's just, they're amazing. So let's see. I got some agastache. I think it's some sort of silvery pink agastache. Then I've got this coneflower. And this one is called, I think this one is the Confections Hot Papaya. I think it's so pretty. Oh, hang on, guys. I got a bug on my phone. Woo! Okay. Uh, this is the green with white accents. Let me. I love the section. It's kind of spent now. These are my Shasta daisies, and these are the gladiolas. And you know what, guys? I have a lot of. Let me actually turn the camera all the way down. If you guys are seeing this, the stuff that I'm touching with my hand, these are all foxglove seeds. They self-seeded from the Cafe au Lait. This is the Cafe Creme foxglove. And then I got this right here. This is a Nocento lime marigold. You don't really get a feel for the green, though, in the camera. Let's see. Come on, Bumper Snoot. Oh, I see one of my green mums is blooming. Let's see if I can actually get that in frame for you guys. Oh, actually, you know what, guys? I've got this right here. I think it's a celosia. It's called a Suka Green. And let's see if I can get back in here without falling over. But right back here, I hope you guys can see it because it's right here. Oh, can you guys see it? Okay, there we go. I'm trying to climb in the bush here. That is one of the green mums. Okay. So many flower names. Yeah. You know what? Yankee sister. I grow a lot of things from seed, and that's why I do it. So that I can get something unusual. So. Yes, I do have a lot of volunteers. It's a lot. It's a little crazy. I actually spent a lot of time. As a matter of fact, I have a bunch of foxglove growing in the gravel walkways, and I actually have to dig it out and put it in flower beds because I see no reason in letting them go to waste. I actually have some volunteer trees in here too. Doesn't take long. You'll be naming flowers, walking by them. Yeah, it. You know what? For me, like growing things from seed was so was so helpful because I've learned to identify plants based upon the foliage, and which is very helpful, and it's really great. So this right here is a dahlia. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get the face in here. It's called Blue Bayou, I think. It's one my mom bought for me for Christmas. And you know what, guys? I see some delphinium, or is that larkspur? I think it's larkspur, actually, that's blooming. So let me see if I can get the camera down here so that y'all can see it. Okay. Ooh. You see that? This one, I think this one is called maybe Gray Eye or Smoky Gray Eyes. I grew this one from seed. Hold on a second. There you go. And then I see a Smoky Gray Eyes that came up all white. Hang on for a second. Let me see if I can get back here. Right here. And then I have a purple one right here. I have this one foliage plant called Persian Shield. And let's see if I can, because it's supposed to get like 14 inches. It's not doing that it's not doing what I thought it was going to do. So it's kind of tiny. So hang on. Oh, yeah, I get rather excited, don't I? Yes, yes, that's a blue dahlia. Yes, that was a Christmas present. So guys, this right here is, let me see. I don't think you guys can see it. Hang on. I'm trying, y'all. This right here is a Persian Shield. It's just a foliage plant. It's a tropical. So I like in a warmer climate, maybe like 10 or 11, it would actually have a flower, but not in this area. So let me see what else I can show you. I think this is a regular purple cone flower that's blooming. Let's see. Come on, Bumper Snoot, let's get out of here. Oh, you know what? I have a lot of first, I'm getting eaten alive by these mosquitoes, y'all. I've got some purple phlox in this bed. It's a different variety. That's pretty. And then I have this purple daylily, and I can't remember for the life of me what the name is. Can you guys? I hope you guys can see that. See? And I got that from the daylily farm around the corner. And let me see. I have this one weird orange dahlia that grew up in my purple section. And let's see if you guys can see it. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's really, really pretty. I really, really like it. But I really need to locate it somewhere more appropriate. And wait, Bumper Snip, come here. And then I have some ball dahlias in this corner. Hopefully you guys can see it. And then down here, I've got some phlox. I've got some of that milkshake echinacea and that sort of thing. Down here, oh, hang on, guys. I've got some Dusty Miller. I've got some Asiatic lilies right here and right here. They smell so nice. They really do. In case you guys were wondering what this one foliage plant is right here, that's got this giant spider on it, that is actually a hibiscus that I grew from seed. And oh no. Uh-oh. Guys, I have a problem. So remember I told you guys there was a disease affecting echinacea called Aspergillo? Dang it, I see something. Shoot. I see it. Dang it. Okay. Guys, this is what Aspergillo looks like. Okay. So that is carried by a bug. It's a leaf hopper. Um there's no way to save the plant. You do have to pull it. So I'm gonna have to dig that out because I can't remember what type of echinacea that is, but that's a white one. I was hoping to avoid it, you know. This right here is called a double diamond yarrow. I grew this from seed. Urgh. Oh, it's like grape jello. Oh yeah, so if they get Aspergillo, there's nothing you can do about it. You have to dig out the plant. So when I finish this live, I'm gonna go get my stuff and dig out the plant. Yeah, it is. And you know, the thing is, I mean, I'm just glad it's one. So I'm glad I see it now because I'm gonna try to get it out. And the other thing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna spray my garden with like some insecticides because it's a fungus, it's a virus caused by a pest. It's a leaf hopper or something like that. So that is very unfortunate. This right here, this airy little thing right here, this one is called Genghis Khan Japanese Aster. Okay, Bumper Senior, can we go over here, please? Thank you. You know, Catherine, what I may do when I dig it out, I may actually spray that soil with some sulfur, and hopefully that will kind of like. Why is actually? I guess the pathogen is actually in the plant, not the soil. I may give it a year before I replace it. I just wanna, I just want to be sure, but I really need to make sure I spray this area because I don't want it to. I'm just glad it's one because I know there's some people in the area who literally ripped up like 10 echinacea, which is unfortunate. So Yankee Sister, my understanding is that it can in fact spread. So that's why I want to get it out of there. So do you guys see this dahlia right here? This is a snow country dahlia. Very big. Do you guys see this? Hello, retired gardener. This little ball thing, this is attached to a trellis. It's actually, let me see if I can move the camera around. It's actually a moon shaped, it's like a crescent, a half moon shaped trellis. And so that's what's holding the dahlia up. And I have to say, like, I'm really, really happy with that. It's done a really wonderful job. So this right here is a green twister cone flower. It's kind of aged out to pink. And this right here is a pink phlox that I got. This right here is feverfew. I don't know if you guys can see the little teeny weeny flowers. Hang on, let me see if I can find one that's not dead. And that's doing well. Hey, little bumpy. Also in this bed, I've got some stock that's getting ready to bloom. I also have. Oh, you know what? It's a lime green Nicotiana. It's kind of tiny. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. Lime green Nicotiana. Okay, Barbara Shoot. My dog's just walking around the garden sniffing. This, let's see, is another echinacea. Can't remember the name of it. I think it's like lemon cream or lemon drop. This one right here is a mum that's faded. Excuse me, Bumpy. Excuse me. This right here is a tick seed, a coreopsis. It's all of something. I can't remember the name of it. And this right here is a salvia. It's an apricot, like annual salvia that I grew. This right here, I think, is Kismet orange echinacea. And yeah, I like that dahlia support too. I got it from Flag's Garden Center. On the see what else is out here. Yeah, I like pots too. And everybody's saying hello. Okay. Last thing I want to show you guys in this garden. This right here called Strawberry Mango Echinacea. And, you know, right now the flowers are not looking so great simply because we've gotten so much rain. Just so much rain. Oh, you know what? Let me show you guys the Moonstone China Aster. That's always worth a look. Can you guys see that? That's a beautiful cut flower. I love this one. I grew it from seed. And this right here is a tropical milkweed because I'm trying to do my best for them, for all of the little monarchs. And I had this one daylily called Cherry Ice Cream Smiles. And you know what? I wonder if I could actually, hang on, let me turn this. Yes, my fur baby is always underfoot. Let me see if I can I share anything? Oh, no, I don't think I can share from this. So let's, oh, you know what? I don't know. Can you guys see behind me the Limelight hydrangea hedge? It's way back there. Hang on. Let me actually walk over there. Actually, no, I have a better view for you guys so you guys can see it. It's actually doing its thing today. Okay, let me show you guys I'm on the camera again, guys. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Let me show you guys the promenade garden. And so I've got a mixture of echinaceas, hibiscus. There's some Asiatic lilies. Ooh, there's a date lily. And look at that, guys. Y'all see that? It's not one. So I'm just going to walk this way slowly so you guys can get a great view. I've got phlox. There's so many different types of echinacea I have in here. There's a rose that's not blooming. Okay, I think I lost the internet for a little bit. But these bright red echinacea. How cute. What's going on? I don't know what's going on, guys. I think it's my internet connection. You know, I've got some Veronica and all this other stuff. You know, I got two echinacea right here. Oh, and I forgot I had the Shasta daisy right there. So, yes, the fragrance is very, very nice. Oh, let me show you what's coming next. So, I don't know if can you guys see this ball? This is a trellis. Actually, it's a wire topiary, and it's 3 levels. And I have this great estate planner. And so I'm going to do a planner. I just haven't, gotten my act together yet. Okay, so let me show you. Oh, you know what? There's no cars coming. Come on, Pepper Snoot. Come on, Pepper Snoot. Okay, guys, here we go. Y'all, can you see the Limelight hedge? Look it. Look it. Look it. Look it. Before I get run over by a car. Look it. Look it. Look it. Look it. See it? See it? Okay, let me get off the street now. I'm so crazy. Okay. So let's um let's go into the backyard. um let's go into the backyard and I'll show you guys the vegetable garden. Because I know that's what y'all want to see. Oh, but first, y'all want to see my mulch pile? Because okay, so it's kind of funny because I put like my address in Google Earth. Y'all, you can see the mulch pile from satellite. Can y'all see? Can you guys see? No. Oh no. Okay, I'm back. Oh no. I don't know what's going on. Hang on for a second, guys. Let me see if I can. I keep trying to connect to my house's Wi-Fi, so I turned it off. So hopefully that will keep me from doing this. So, woo, it's looking a little wild back here. So I got plants I still haven't planted. But let's take a look at these little stock right there. These right here. Oh, these are zinnia that are about to open. So that's pretty. Actually, oh my goodness. Actually, guys, you know what? One is opening right there. That's cute. I have an echinacea. This is right here. The rabbits have been eating it though. And I have like some chrysanthemums, but you know, guys, I didn't realize that rabbits would eat them. And this right here is one of the lisianthus. So I'm not happy about that, obviously, because I don't want them eating my rabbits. Yes, yes, it shows up on the satellite view. But quite frankly, my parterre garden actually shows up on the satellite view, which I was absolutely bewildered. I was just like blown away by. So, okay, so the weeds are getting completely out of control. But let me show you my strawberries, which kind of escaped confinement this year. Okay, let's turn this around so you guys can see how bad this is. So can you guys see all the strawberries? Can y'all see? Can y'all see? Yeah. They came from that silver bucket and they got loosed. Oh, thank you. Okay, and so I had a tomato that volunteered right here. And I don't have the heart. I don't have the heart to pull it. So now that I'm in my vegetable garden, I can close the gate and let the dog do his thing so he's not like dragging me behind him. Okay, bumping Ninny. Puppy, be free! Puppy, run free! Okay, good. So that's that. Okay. So let's go over to this section of the vegetable garden. Okay, so I got my tomatoes over here. And this right here, let's see if I can do it down here so you guys can see it. So this one is a honey drop. This one right here, this is two actually. These are white currant tomatoes. And I think this is a white currant too. You know, they're doing okay. And some of them are doing better than others. So for example, this one right here, it's called Blue Cream. This one is doing really good. And this one right here is called Green Giant. And this one, as you can see, is doing really good. But because of all the water, some of the leaves are turning yellow. you know, and I think I'm gonna have to give it some more, you know, fertilizer because I think the water is kind of washing a lot of the nutrients out of the soil. This one right here. Oh, hang on. Can you guys see that? Look at that. Wait. Am I not showing? Hold on a second. I don't think I'm showing it to you guys. Here we go. Look at that. A tiny little, tomato, and that's a lemon drop or honey drop. Mm. Yeah, it's all right. Mm. Honey drop is supposed to be sweet. I think all the water we've been getting. Mm. Yeah. Hold on for a moment. Let me spec this out. Heck. So we need the sun to come out and drop. Hold on. Okay. We need the sun to dry that out because that was kind of nasty. Yeah, the muddle beds are. I got them from Home Depot. They're called they're stock tanks. They're by Bellin Country. So let's see. Over here we got a chrysanthemum blooming, and down here, this right here, this beautiful thing right here is. And guys, I'm wearing shorts under my dress, so you're not seeing anything. That's Munstead wood. You know what, honey? I mean, you know what? Garden Yankee sister. The honey drop is supposed to be sweet. As a matter of fact, it's supposed to be sweeter than sun gold. But because of all the rain we've had, I think you need a certain amount of sun to kind of set the sugars, and we have not been getting that because it's been so rainy. Um, yeah, well, you know what, Catherine, I did fertilize. As a matter of fact, when I planted it, I used the Job's fertilizer sticks. But the thing is, those beds are very loamy. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can if I push my finger down into it. Um, it's very loamy, and so the thing is that when it rains, any nutrients, because that's what happens when you have a container, the nutrients flush out of it more quickly. So I'll fertilize it, but that taste was not good. Not a fan. Okay, so I've got some. Let's look at this bed right here. See this right here? This is one of the baby butternut squashes. My corn right there has just yielded the ghost, I think. So over here we've got some Brussels sprouts. I mean, the greens are nice. Let me see if I can get in here and show you some of the buds. These buds, hang on. Let me see if I can get down in here close. See my little buds? So the little florets are coming out. So that's good. I've got some elephant ear right here. Oh, y'all, I'm over here talking and it's muted. I hope you guys heard that. But those were elephant ears. And what I was saying is my elephant ears, I see some bug damage. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just wipe this stuff right off. It's some sort of pest egg. So I'm going to have to spray everything. But I know I kind of grabbed bug eggs, but girls got to do what a girl's got to do. This is a basil. This one is called, it's a Mazel Basil by Proven Winner. I've got some Lysianthus in here. Let's see. Oh, what I was saying when I realized I was on mute is that with scented geranium, they all have it's a really nice scent. So this particular one is called Rose Attar, and so it smells like rose. I'm gonna bring this in for the winter. In this particular bed with the geraniums, I'm actually trying out some dwarf varieties of squash. So this one is called Dark Star. So this one will get 3x3. But then I have this one, which is called Astia. And this one is like a bush one, so it only gets like 18 inches. So we'll see how it does for flavor. Oh, and so speaking of uh, scented geraniums, this scented geranium right here, let me see if I can smell it. You got to rub the leaves. I think that's chocolate mint. And yeah, and this one in the front right here, this is nutmeg. Oh yeah, can you hear me now? Yeah, I never hit the mute button. It should be working now. Okay, the sound should be back. In between fertilizing, I use a tea from Garden Waste called Super Juice. It smells bad. You know what? I have a liquid fertilizer that's made with guano, and so I'm going to try some of that. And I'm sure it's going to smell bad because poop smells bad. G Mama grows no super juice. Yes, I know she does. Um, this over here is another bed of tomatoes, and I've got some nasturtium for aphids. I see some little tomatoes on here, like right there. Which one is that one? Oh, that's called Garden Peach. So I'll the other thing I bought for the tomatoes this year, I bought some liquid calcium, and so I'm gonna mix up some of that because you guys know tomatoes and things like that get blossom end rot or bottom end rot. I always call it blossom end rot, and I don't think that's what it's called. Here's some of my other tomatoes, and they're getting nice and big. This one right here is called Garden Peach, and this one here is called Persimmon. Okay, but I know y'all want to see my apple tree. Let's look at the apple tree. Okay, guys, so this is my espaliered apple tree. I'm trying to hold my arm out. Hold on a second, can y'all see it? Let me see if I can get it up so y'all can't see me yet. But that's my espaliered apple tree. It's a cocktail tree, so it's got 6 varieties. I think it's 6 varieties. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know one is Honey Crisp. Like this one's called Arcane. This one is called Honey Crisp, and this one is called, the bottom one's called Liberty. But I don't know what the other 3 are called. But I'm really excited because on the Honey Crisp section, I got an apple. I'm excited. I'm watching it carefully, and I probably will net it so that way no bugs or birds get to it before I do. I filled in the area at the base of this with Lisianthus. So as you can see, they're about to bloom. And it's just like a little Lisianthus, meadow here. Hold on a second. Y'all, I am like blossom. Okay, blossom and rot. I think I always say like bottom end rot. I mean, it is the bottom of the plant, which is probably why I get mixed up. So these Lisianthus are doing well. These down here are very, very yellow. Hang on, let me show you guys. And so I'm going to give them some liquid fertilizer. They've been having granular, but I don't know, something about it they're not picking up. So I'll mix it when I mix up some of that guano in liquid one. I'll give it to that because that's faster acting. And another thing is it could be just turning yellow just because of the amount of rain that we have, because that causes that too. Okay, so who's ready to see some peppers? So y'all, these are my pepper beds. Let me see if I can. Let's try to do an overhead shot with the drone. Well, even though I'm not using a drone. Yeah. Yeah, so those are my peppers. I have, let's see if I can figure out which ones are which, because I forgot to put tags on them. Okay, so this one right here is a poblano. This one right here, let me see if I can get in here. It's kind of thick, y'all. Oops. I turned off my camera. Sorry about that. That's a chocolate bell pepper. This right here, I'm trying some, they're napeños, so they're heatless jalapenos. And then this one right here is either, hold on a second, let me see. Yeah, that one. This one is either going to be a habanero, which is a a heatless habanero, or it's sugar rush peach, which is going to be the spicy one for this year. So I have a lot of jalapeno. So I've been looking up pickling recipes because I think it would be kind of nice to have for later on in the season. What? Oh, hi, chickadee corner cottage. I don't think I've ever seen a comment from you. My plans for all of my peppers are to make some salsas while the getting is good, and also um, do some pickling. Because I was looking at some recipes from Martha Stewart. It's one of those things like once you pickle them, you can like put them in your refrigerator and you can leave them in there for like 6 months because of the brine. So I definitely want to do that. Um, I had some corn. Forgot to harvest it. Oops. I may have to go buy some corn plants. This is more of the double diamond yarrow. I did put a lot of ornamentals in my vegetable garden for purposes of pollination, because they bring a lot more pollinators, and in my opinion, than the vegetables, because the vegetables don't really start getting pollinators until they bolt. And hold on a second, guys, I see some Japanese beetles, and there we go. There's that. And let's see. I did plant some chrysanthemums in here. I also have more lisianthus. This is sedge. Okay, got to get rid of that. And what is the okay, so I gotta do some weeding. I'm seeing some weeds today. I've got some bunching onions that are going out of control. This section of, Brussels sprouts, let me see if I can get in there, is much, much bigger. Oh, and guys, this right here, I don't know if you guys can see this vine. This is snail vine. This is what I got that plant from Monticello. I first saw it in Bertram's garden a couple of years ago. Thomas Jefferson was a big fan of exotic plants, and so I think that originates from Peru or Ecuador or somewhere in South America. So it's an annual here, but it's a fall bloomer, and the vine gets 30 feet. As you can see, I got to start winding it through the fence. But the blossoms are like white with like purple in the interior of the shell, and it smells like a mixture of hyacinth and jasmine. It's really, really nice, and it's a fall bloomer. So when everything's starting to wind up down, that starts taking off. So I put some feverfew in this bed. And this right here is my blueberry. This right here, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a passion fruit vine, so I'm looking forward to getting some fruit off of that. And this baby right here is something I grew from seed. It's called a banana melon. So my understanding is that I think it's kind of like a cantaloupe thing, except it apparently tastes better. And they said once you've had banana melon, you will, yeah, Brussels sprout leaves are so delicious. And I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make some like shaved broccoli salad with it. But with the banana melon, the reviews that I've read said that once you have banana melon, you'll never want to eat cantaloupe again. Okay, so let me show y'all my crazy strawberry bed. Okay, so I have strawberries and basil. So this right here, let me see if I can get far enough so you can see it. This is kind of like a mini box basil. So it gets 8 by 8 or maybe 10 by 10. But it has a really powerful basil scent, and it's very compact. Now I'm doing like the overhead view. As you can see, I have a huge mass of it. And it kind of like is all grown into one plant. Um, this right here is a lupine. I don't know why I stuck it in this bed. um, and it just sprouted this year, but that's a gallery yellow lupine, and I had heard that they bloomed their first year, but as you can see, it definitely did it. This right here is some of my scallions. These are strawberry plants. The basil obviously is an annual, so once that dies, the strawberries will spread because I have runners everywhere. Like, can we just get down here right quick? Right here. I mean, it's totally, and it's already rooted in. So with some of these vegetable beds, once they're done and I pull them, I'm actually going to pull these runners and put it in things. So I'm probably going to have a fairly sizable strawberry patch. And, next year, what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to dig them up and basically just give them away because why not, right? Okay, this one pepper is actually, okay, probably tomorrow I'll be able to harvest that because it's going to be brown. In case you guys were wondering, green peppers are the ones that are like mature. So the jalapenos, they actually are done once they turn red. So I, oh no, I have some mint right here. This is an apple mint, and I have a few more things of mint that I got to plant. Um, this is my herb garden, part of it. This right here is a cardamom plant, and this is the kind that does not make pods. You actually eat the leaves, and it's sunburnt because I didn't harden it off properly. I planted some chrysanthemums. I've got some sage and some thyme and tarragon and all manner of goodies in here. And so, yeah, so guys, that's pretty much. Did I take off your harness, Leprechaun? I guess I did take it off. So guys, that's it for the garden tour. So hang on. Yes. Yeah, I grew that from seed because I got the seeds from Renee's Kitchen Garden, and I'm really happy with it. And it's definitely something I would grow again. Yeah, I love the lupine too. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to bloom this year, so it was just kind of weird to see that, like, light yellow pop out of everywhere. So that's it. So I'm still working on the vegetable garden. I have to get some more stock tanks, and I'm going to be harvesting it this year. I'm just trying to set everything up. So I know it's going to take a while before, next year it'll be better because everything will be established and it'll be easier. Oh, I just want to show you guys. Can you guys see? I don't know. Can you guys see the lights? Hang on. These lights? Yeah. I did a video on that. The lights are hanging on wire rope, because with these big cafe lights, they tend to drag. And so with the wire rope, I have them on turnbuckles. And so if it starts sagging a little too much, I can go and turn the turnbuckle and tighten it up. And I have another set to go on the other side of the garden where I don't have anything. So it's kind of nice to see it all lit up at night. And I guess I probably should have done this at a later hour so you guys can see it. So anyway, guys, that's it for the tour. But before I sign off, did anybody have any questions, or if there was a plant that you wanted to follow up with and you didn't, I didn't cover for you, just let me know and I'll deal with it. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I glad you had a great time. I will do other lives. I don't know if I'm going to do one next week, but I definitely, with some of the other things that start coming in, like, the chrysanthemums, I'm probably going to do a special tour, just for that. So I can kind of go over them, in depth, because I know with the heirloom chrysanthemums, most people have never, have never seen those. As more things start to bloom, we'll come back. And because, like, for example, I planted zinnias, they haven't started doing their thing yet. And like I got some sunflower seeds from Sunflower Steve, and so those haven't done yet. So I may do like a sunflower tour. And you know what? I was also thinking, um, I've done 2 sets of taking cuttings of the chrysanthemums that have worked. So I was actually thinking about doing a live video on showing how to do, like, take cuttings, because I use the Root Riot system with the Clonex gel, and like last year I tried the rooting powder. It just didn't, for me, it didn't work. So now that I've done it twice, I'm like, okay, this wasn't a fluke. I kind of have sort of gotten this. Oh, I'm glad you guys are looking forward to the last one. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go take the pooch out for a walk, a proper walk, because he needs a little bit of exercise. Got to get you live. Living vicariously through your garden because the Japanese beetle are destroying everything in my. Oh, yeah, I get it. I'm gonna have to. I have neem oil, and actually, you know what? I have an orchard spray, so I'm gonna do. Um, I'm going to do some of that. And oh, guys, hang on for a second. You guys have to see this Asiatic lily. Hang on, Bumpy. I'll be right back. I'm not leaving you out here. I'm just going over. It's really deep pink. I can't remember if it bloomed last year, but holy moly. I just looked across the thing and saw it. Hold on a second. Can you guys see that? Look at that. And it smells amazing too. Oh man. Um yeah. Wow. Wow. I love oh my goodness, that smells so good. Oh my goodness. That it's never been that color before. I actually thought it was like pink with white edges. But oh man, I think that's probably the best smelling Asiatic lily that I have. I know that was phenomenal. I don't know, like part of me wants to cut it off and take it inside, but the thing is, because it has like clusters of blooms, I don't. You know what? I'm gonna have to look and see like if I because what I don't want to do is cut it, take it inside, and then the other side shoots don't bloom. But oh, maybe I can just clip that one off and put it in a little bud vase because I really want to take that one inside. But anyway, guys, I'm getting distracted. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I will be thinking of something else to do for the live. Guys, I do want to record a live podcast with questions. I use Podbean because with Podbean, you guys can actually call in and talk like it's like a radio show type thing. And a lot of people I guess are scared of the new technology, and it's really really fun when people call in because I can actually take more than one caller and we kind of end up having like a real nice chat. But anyway, I do want to do that. I'm trying to think of a topic to do. So if you guys can think of any topics that you'd like me to cover in a live podcast, like any like gardening issue, any pest issue, any issue related to gardening that you want me to talk about, that's fine. Even if it's something I don't know about, I'm the type of person I enjoy research. So if there's a gardening thing that I have no problems like spending time researching because I always think that kind of stuff is very fun. So anyway, guys, I'm going to take the dog for the walk and I'm going to go inside because I'm being eaten alive by all these mosquitoes. But thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next live.